So on one occasion, I noticed as I was sitting there with my handkerchief in hand, finally my goal of going to darshan became just that. Try to look for opportunities to give Swami handkerchief. So, it led to strange things. Like when I walk into the darshan hall, I'll be glancing and scanning the devotees' faces in the first line to locate who is probably a very devoted person, or somebody sitting in deep meditation with a straight back. I would think, maybe he may get Vibhuti. Or some person sitting and crying like that, I would think, maybe he may get Vibhuti. Because find out who is the one who is having a good chance of getting Vibhuti and sit bang opposite there. So that when Swami materializes, you can be the first to go. And this is not just me. Many others would keep doing this, scanning and seeing, judging they say the face is the index of the mind, but we were using it as the index of their devotion. Who is looking most devoted? So anyway, sometimes you succeed in that, sometimes you don't. On one occasion, there were 3 of us seated, very close to each other. All 3 of us having handkerchiefs. Again, one might wonder why not every student carry a handkerchief. But that is the beauty of connecting with Swami. Everyone connected to Swami in their own way. Everyone connects in their own way. Some would speak, some would... There have been some students who would never move towards Swami, rush towards Swami or run to him, do nothing. They would just sit with the firm conviction that if Swami wants to speak to me, he will come and speak to me. And there have been occasions when Swami goes and speaks to them. And I used to feel, how lucky they are. We are all running to Swami. Swami is going to them. So as I said, different students had different ways of trying to build their connect with Swami. My way was trying to run with the handkerchief as many times as possible. So on this occasion, there were 3 of us seated. And I noticed that all of us are having a handkerchief. So this was going to be a intense competition if Swami created Vibhuti in our vicinity. Because it would be first come first. Who would be able to rise and run fast? So as Swami walked during darshan and came into our region, all of us became muscles tensed, taut, ready, handkerchief in hand. I was the first to notice. Swami began to just wave his palm. And like a coiled spring, I got up, rushed, and before they could even blink their eye, I was seated next to Swami with a handkerchief in hand, and I was feeling so triumphant, And then Swami waves. He's still waving, He has not even completed waving. I've already reached. And as Swami completes waving his palm, out comes a gold ring with an emerald set in it. And Swami looks at me asking, why did you come? And I just slunk back to my place. And the other 2 were looking at me, oh, you thought you'd beat us, So there have been such beautiful incidents also, It's been beautiful offering a handkerchief to Swami, but as I always remind myself, offering a handkerchief to Swami is symbolic of offering our mind to him. Swami always wanted a white handkerchief without any stains, pure and pristine. That's how he wants our mind. And when we offer a mind to him like that, he will use and apply Vibhuti on it. What is Vibhuti? Vibhuti is a symbol of detachment. Swami says that anything in the world finally becomes ash. And ash can't be broken down further. You burn ash, nothing happens to it. It won't dissolve in water. You try to wet it. You try to blow it. Nothing happens to ash. Ash is symbolic of the least common denominator of everything. That's what everything is going to become. So it's a reminder. That's why we put Vibhuti on our forehead, to remind us that, ultimately all of this that we are running behind, that we are seeking, that we are craving for, is going to become ash. And therefore, to get this gift of detachment from Swami, offer a pure mind, a mind that is untainted by anger, hatred, pride, envy, greed, or desire. And then he will do that.